So first thing is, I think the number of people who sort of record, upload and create content, video particularly, that will continue to rise, especially when you have these kind of portable devices which allow one-click shoot and one-click upload. So the content proliferation will continue for sure. The thing that has to change is content consumption. Today video consumption is mostly still restricted to PCs, laptops which are connected via broadband, and to a certain extent televisions. The reason I'm putting televisions second is content created in a digital form usually stays digital all its life.
Right.
There are very few people who actually take digital content and convert it into a format that their TV or their home system can play. That those two worlds have to merge. Because today if you look at the music system in your house, or if you look at the VCD in your house, you still depend on a CD. That has to change. So most content that now gets recorded in a digital format, it will take some time before it gets to a digital format on the TV. So I'm sure things like smart TV that Samsung is doing or LG is doing and the other TV manufacturers are doing, those will continue to proliferate. The question is, will the smartness lie in the TV or will it lie in some other component in your house? So for example, today if you have a lot of media content in your house and your TV is Wi-Fi enabled, you can actually take the content directly from the PC or your desktop and directly put it on TV. So digital video content will continue to increase. The consumption has to be simplified. Today when you look at mobile phones, TVs, monitors, laptops, those will need a little bit more simplification. That will definitely happen.
So what about let's say YouTube or the trend of people going to website, and I mean YouTube is more or less Google search engine, right? Just that you don't have to read.
Yes.
It is just served to you in a plate.
Right.
So what do you think it will happen in India, the way it has happened in other countries? Do you think people would really rely on YouTube or other video portals?
Interesting question. Frankly, I think there are two sides to it. First is people want a private YouTube, and YouTube doesn't have a concept of a private YouTube. So there is a very big market for that. So for example, if I record videos of my dog or of my family, it's not going to go on YouTube. I definitely want to see it, but it's not going on YouTube. I even want my friends and family to see it, but it's not going on YouTube. So there is clearly a need for a privacy conscious country such as India to have something a little more discreet, which is not private, which is not entirely public. It's a restricted group access. So that'll happen.
And what about actually marketing through videos? So when you go about talking about products or talking about demos on YouTube or commercializing it, what do you think of that? How good a take it is right now?
Right. I think it's reasonably okay. It's not very good. So let's compare it. So today when you take a video and let's say an advertisement, and you put it out on TV, you basically have no idea who's seeing it.
Right.
If I have my TV on, if I am on the right channel at that point in time, I'll see the ad, otherwise I don't see the ad. So the whole notion of targeting does not exist in the television space, which the internet allows you to do. I can go into Facebook and say show ads to people from Indore who are male, who are between 24 and 35. You can do that online. And that's the reason Facebook is so popular for advertising platforms. That has to sort of percolate further down. So clearly that's the best way to do advertising online. Yeah.
Okay. And what about, for example, selling products through videos? So basically companies coming up which talk only through YouTube to specific target audience, and that YouTube video itself is, let's say, a product demo. What do you think scope of it is in the future? How future would depend on it? Would it or would it not? For example, if I go and buy a mobile phone, right? I'll go and check reviews. So I prefer video reviews where I don't have to read.
Right.
So in the similar way, do you think people will follow that trend?
Yes, but the thing in India is you need a credible source.
Right.
So I don't know if people will believe me showing every product, or will they believe you showing all products? There needs to be a credible source who has established credibility and whose word will be
But
trusted.
I think YouTube or any other channel would be more or less people speaking.
Correct.
So I think people's voice is what comes in there.
Yes.
Unlike
Yes.
in television or even on web,
Correct. So
when you
having a face
type, it
behind
is
it.
not so authentic.
Yes.
When
So
you say, it is much more...
correct. So having a face behind it is always more valuable.
Yeah. So do you think it has a...
Definitely.
And
It's
what
already
if
happening,
3G, after 3G comes in, do you think it will...
I think after 3G comes, I'm not sure about advertising content, but content mobility will increase
On
a whole
video.
lot. Yes, video will definitely increase for sure. Yeah. but 3G has to become a little more price conscious and effective.
And what about Microsoft? What are they planning on that front, on the video front? Are they planning anything?
Nothing nothing new. We already have a lot of things
Yeah, I
planned.
know.
Yeah, we'll just continue to use that.
Thank you so much.
Sure,
Sir.
it's a
Thanks a
pleasure.
lot.
Yeah, thank you.